Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to our weekly check ins for LunaYou. This discussion is called Staying Well During Pregnancy. So, many of us have been in this quarantine thing for a while now, and we get a lot of questions from women who are in our program and women who are outside of the program that are curious about who LunaYou is. I'm going to get into who LunaYou is in just a little bit. But we're going to talk about how do we stay well during this time while pregnant, and just in general for tips for mothers who currently just had a baby or recently have gone through having a baby or have a young child at home. So, if you have a question, feel free to write it in the comment box below. We'll be sure that we get to your questions, and if we don't get to your questions today, we'll be sure to respond to them and through the comments, and then we can also reply to your comments as well. Via email or our next Facebook Live session that we have. So we're super excited that you guys are here. My name is Courtney Lester, and I serve as the well-being coach for LunaYou. LunaYou is a maternal well-being program designed for you. We had so many things in mind when we created LunaYou, but the overall goal is to really help you to feel empowered from the inside out. LunaYou walks along, and I'm a mom just like you. So working from home, doing things just like you with random sounds. So sorry about that. LunaYou is a well-being model and a program that works alongside of you. We help to achieve and bring out your personal power. We help you with achieving your goals, whether that is through being physically active, helping your sleep patterns, really increasing your personal power through an app, helping your stress levels through our comprehensive app, and then also providing a circle of support where other women are there, and just overall giving you a trusted space with the well-being coach and other places where you get to talk beyond the circle of support that you have either at home or through the LunaYou program. So this is what LunaYou is all about. If you know a pregnant woman that is expecting anytime in 2020, please send them our way. We know that their well-being is important. When a mother's well-being is taken care of, we know that the child will be healthy, and as well as the family unit will be healthy and whole. And that's all it's about. It's about being healthy and being whole. So just a couple of things that I want to celebrate and that I want to shout out before we really dive deep into really well-being tips while we're pregnant is that this week is Black Maternal Health Week. And Black Maternal Health Week is shouting out and honoring all mothers in the fight. We know that the reason why LunaYou exists is because research tells us that women of color, especially Black and Latina women, are 3 times more likely to die in childbirth and even more likely to have morbidity issues in terms of children with low birth rate, preeclampsia, eclampsia, and other pregnancy complications. And this is why LunaYou is important. We're here to intercede beforehand to help you be your own advocate and put you back at the center of the pregnancy instead of having the healthcare center at the center of the pregnancy so that we can have one big cohesion together. Also, this today is Stress Awareness Day. And boy, if there's ever a time where we needed a Stress Awareness Day, today is the day. I'm sure many of us are already aware of the stress that we have, but you may not be particularly sure how to cope and manage with the stress. Well, that's what this topic is about today. We're going to talk about pretty much staying well through pregnancy. On our website, if you go on our website, www.lunayou.com, we have great tips, great wellness tips. If you visit our Instagram and Facebook channels at I Am LunaYou, you can connect to see tons of wellness tips and tons of wellness things to really stay well during that time. And so it's really good and really mindful. The first thing that I want to really reiterate as we are in this pandemic that definitely any healthcare questions that you have, please see a medical professional. We are just here discussing it, shedding light, there's a lot of information and misinformation that is out there, and we have navigated through it all. And we're here to just share with you the research that we have found in terms of looking up information and relaying it to you. But please, any personal questions that you have or anything about your medical condition, please see your physician and call your medical care provider with any questions as it relates to that. Um, what we do know from the governor's press conference here in Rhode Island, and we are looking for women that are in Rhode Island, but this goes for no matter who you are, that they suggest wearing a mask or keeping a mask. So if you have a mask, if you know how to sew and you want to sew a mask, or you're looking for places to get a mask, that if you're pregnant, please reach out to us, and we would love to help you secure a mask for you and your family so that you can be protected and well during this time of pregnancy. And our governor really suggests that you do keep that mask on while you're outdoors, or especially while you're interacting with another person, and social distancing isn't something that is available to you. So definitely wear a mask. Also, from Governor Raimondo, we are entering into our peak. They said that the estimate peak time would be May 3rd, and that's just an estimate. Again, please do your research too, that we're entering into a peak, but also the come down may be harder than the come up in terms of shutting down and doing social distance. But so we're coming to a peak, but you still have to take those necessary precautions and keeping safe social distancing, washing your hands constantly, and just being mindful of how germs spread, and mindful of our hands and our faces, and just different things like that. I know it can be very hard as a little one, as a mother to a 2-year-old. I know how hard it can be to have those safe distances and to do those best practices, but do the best that you can, and that's all. Doing the best that you can is more than enough. So doing the best that you can. A lot of women in our LunaYou program, as well as women that we do well-being coaching with, they ask about, like getting a job during this time, whether they're pregnant or they may have just recently lost a job. So right now, we are offering free well-being coaching if you necessarily don't fit the criteria, but you are still pregnant. You probably are out of Rhode Island, or a little bit outside of Rhode Island in Bristol County, or wherever that may be, to still reach out to us. We're offering 20 minutes of free well-being coaching during this time. And if you do know somebody that can benefit from well-being coaching, we would love to talk to them to help to support them in any way in terms of well-being coaching, and get them to talk to someone while this pandemic is going on. This is really necessary in this time, to just really talk to somebody, to really find their voice from within. A lot of questions that we've been getting is, hey, I'm pregnant. I recently lost my job. I'm looking for another job, or I'm coming out of maternity leave and my job is no longer available. Um, what can I do? So Rhode Island has tons of great resources for just that situation. Reach out and go to www.employri.org for tons of resources and information about employment during this time, places that are hiring here in Rhode Island, things where you can go, and to get more information, to be able to learn more about how to secure employment, or is this now a good time to work as a pregnant person, or after you just recently had a baby. But if you are looking for employment, they have tons of great resources. And also, kidscount.org is a very great resource in terms of resources for children, a lot of data, and a lot of cool tools and resources to help you in this time. So let's get into just a little bit of our topic. And our topic is about well being while pregnant. Well being, research tells us, is when you focus on your well being, that your maternal outcomes and your health outcomes will improve. So, really looking at what is well being. Well being is what I like to describe taking care of the inside that radiates on the outside. It's taking care of your true core. It's taking care of who you are. It's taking care of your very essence, and that's what well-being is. I know that we have, as mothers, or or soon to be moms, there's a lot of things that may be on top of us. You may be homeschooling, other children that you have. If you're carrying, there's a bunch of stress that comes with that just automatically. You may be working from home. You may have just lost your job. There's a number of things that can happen during this time. And so that's why really taking care of your true essence and taking care of your core is really important in this time. We have come up with just these 7 principles, or these a couple of things that will help you in this time. The first being, have time to meditate, just to concentrate on something beyond what the situation calls for right now. So, whether that is getting away, going to a closet, a bathroom, someplace that's quiet, taking deep breaths, meditating. Headspace is a really great app for that. They have breathing exercises. I know on YouTube, if you Google just like breathing exercises, they have tons out there where that can help you do breathing, quiet meditation music that will help you to kind of get away from the 4 walls that you're inside of in your mind and just kind of relax and do some really good deep breathing. And deep breathing is good too while you're pregnant as well. So, deep breathing, being mindful of your breathing and just taking that time away to just clear your mind, or not think about anything, and just take that time to bring fresh air and clean air into your body and removing all that stale air. So, meditating or thinking on other things just quietly and internally within. Another good one is, I'm all about taking a nap. Taking a nap, taking a nap. I think we take this one for granted a lot of time, that taking a nap might be helpful, like in your breaks, if you're working from home on your lunchtime. So maybe perhaps take that nap. If you're really stressed, a lot of stress comes from the lack of sleep and a lack of getting the proper rest that we need. And so, if that is available to you, to take a nap, it may be a short nap, but take a nap. Also, finding 30 minutes of wellness a day. With a lot of women that I talk to, I always end with this, like, find 30 minutes today to take for yourself. A lot of the time, 30 minutes could be the conversation between me and the other woman. And on other days, it could just be, doing one thing that you want to do. It can be bits and pieces of different things. It could be 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, but really taking the time to at least have 30 minutes for yourself where you are pouring back into yourself and making yourself whole. Also, another good thing is our social connections, like our circle of support. Who do we have around us? And I know that with this social distancing laws and the different precautions that are in place, it's going to make it hard. It's even harder for us to connect with people than it ever has been before. But great technology has come in terms of like Zoom and Slack and Skype and Google Hangout and FaceTime and IMO. Those are tons of great face to face connection apps that you can use. Most of them are free. To use, that you can connect with loved ones around you, where you can connect with people who you don't get to see on a regular basis. And that can immediately impact your mood, impact who you are, how you are. And so never forget the power of connection with others. Each woman that is a part of LunaYou, we work with them to help identify a circle of support around them. That means, who is someone that you can call on to help you, whether that's a parent, a significant other, a spouse, a friend, a family member. Who is someone that you can call on when you need help? We Parenting is something that you cannot do alone. Motherhood is something that you cannot do alone. And that's why, LunaYou exists, that really help you to identify who is that circle of support for you that can come in and help you to carry this load. So that's really important. Using and implementing all of these are important to help to convey the big thing that causes us a lot of anxiety and causes us a lot of angst is stress. Everybody say with me, stress, stress, Stress is an important factor in a lot of things of how we can carry stress physically, we can carry stress emotionally, and it's just absolutely draining. So one of the things that I wanted to talk a little bit about is how stress can affect you in your pregnancy. With the onset of a pandemic and all of this is going on, we've been limited to our houses. We've been limited with the same people, the same faces over and over and over. And those are stressful situations that can sometimes cause crises within ourselves. So normally any normal situation, pregnancy is a stressful event that can happen on the body. It has physical demands and it has emotional demands too. And so that's why it's important to take the tips that I gave you early on to really help to alleviate that stress. We know that as your body change, that your hormone levels are going to change, especially as you are pregnant, and things are going to become different for you, and stress will come into your body. So that's inevitable. To avoid stress is inevitable. You will go through stressful situations as your body changes, as your body morphs, but not adequately dealing with that stress and not adequately helping and coping into that stress can lead to some of those complications and those birth complications that I was alluding to earlier in the conversation, like low birth weight, problems with high blood pressure, preeclampsia, eclampsia, um, high birth weight, overeating, different things that can put an impact on your pregnancy and your baby. And so that's why it's really important to really have a helpful stress technique as you go about this. And as a fun, engaging activity, if you have a great stress reliever or engaging or well-being tip for a mother out there that we're missing, please write them in the comment section. We would love to send that out to a lot of our mamas to help them in this time to relieve stress. Um, and like I said, there's a number of things that cause stress in pregnancy. It could be life stress, financial stress, your body changing, going through physical labor with your baby causes a lot of stress on your body physically. Worrying about what you're eating, what you're drinking, what you're intaking. Are you drinking enough water? Breastfeeding. All of that drives into how our body reacts and how we're interpreting and processing all those emotions. And taking these wellness tips in terms of meditating and doing breathing exercises or taking a nap or getting a nice glass of tea or your favorite drink, coffee, water, whatever that might be, and just sitting down by yourself and taking and just enjoying that time for yourself. And we know that when you focus on your well-being, that you focus on health, on your health, and you focus on greater maternal outcomes. And so this is really what LunaYou is about, is to really help you to advocate for yourself, helping you to say, hey, this is my situation. I deserve to be treated fairly. I deserve to be treated with respect. These are my life situations, but what can I pull from my life to help me get out of this? And so we are here. If you know a mother that is expecting between now and December of 2020, if you know a mother that is in Rhode Island that is on right care, if you even know a mother that is expecting who recently lost her job, tell them to reach out to us. You can go to LunaYou.com. You can connect with us on our Facebook page at I am LunaYou. You can connect with me. I am Courtney _M Lester on Instagram or Courtney Lester on Facebook. Send me a private message or a direct message, and I will definitely get back to you. But we are here to help you in that time. We like to say here that you are magical, your body is magical, how you process things are magical, that you are carrying life in you, and you deserve to be well. You deserve to be well, and you deserve to be whole. So I hope you guys take these tips. I hope these tips find you well, and I hope that you will live a well life. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Join us Next week, we may have a special guest for our live on Thursdays. Sometimes it may be me, and then sometimes we have experts in the field that may join me on different topics on mental health, on physical conditions, on a plethora of things. And so we're so excited to be working with the women that we are working with. And if you would like to be a program in the program, just reach out to us so that we can get that to you. So thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section, and I'll be sure to respond back to you when we see them. Thank you.